tasty, special, irresistible, tempting, refined, essential. In other animals that haven't yet learned how to store, they could just get too full and then they wouldn't be able to eat anymore, and that would be a disadvantage because other animals would come and get it, or it might like decay and be inedible. On this side they have green, and on this side they have a different kind of dark green moss. They're quite evenly spaced apart, and I don't know if that's because they've been managed by people or whether they naturally do that. The small ones support the bigger ones and the bigger ones support the small ones. They all have their own role. The cracks between right in there. Get right inside. First you've got the dog or the fox, and then you've got which has actually done more damage, the worm and the insect, and it's done it just enough so that the whole tree doesn't fall down, because if you destroy the host, as we know, you will also die. It's not an element, it's not something that is pre-existing, it's just a collection of lots of other little things that have been fragmented and cut up into tiny pieces. There, all of these holes that frogs and toads can live in. That one there, like underneath, there's probably all kinds under there. If I could have any extra sense, obviously it's impossible to imagine because you can't imagine a sense outside of your own sensory capacity, because you say, well, it's a little bit like vision, it's a little bit like smell, but you can only think within those categories that you already know. This rabbit was here, that mouse was there, this particular kind of spider walked along here. The webs formed between the rocks there to create like little tunnels. We don't even know whether there is anything out there apart from the information that we're being given through the senses that we have. As a tree, you're always looking up. That one is my favourite. My second favourite is that one. Then that's my fourth favourite. You're not a horizontal thinker. It's there so that it can give the tree structural stability that allows it to go up more. I know actually that one isn't either. This one, that's a really, really, really powerful part of that team, and it allows for this one, which looks like it's in more of a heroic position. It's probably in more of a decorative position. It allows that one to be there. So if it wasn't for that one, you would never have that one there. And there, and there, and there. If you do disturb a frog, you will notice that its terror signal is to scream. It doesn't want me to touch it. I think that they're starting to get those messages that say, look, there's light here. This isn't, we're not supposed to be roots. We're supposed to be leaves and branches, because that here it's a root, but it seems to then transform and become a branch. What the plant wants to do is to stop you from eating its body, but to encourage you to eat or encounter its seeds. So that's quite a challenge, because how do you say, come here, I want you to help me to transport these seeds, but I'm not going to give you anything in return. Anti-hairball, full of goodness, fine, delicate.
Let's see if there's any salt powder on special offer.
Delicious. Deserved.
Aisle, girls. This way, this way. We are down the wrong aisle.
Down the wrong aisle. Is this a doggy aisle?